Hi, I'm Claire Murphy from the newsroom, and I'm joined by Paralympian Matt Cowdrey. Thank you very much for popping by.
No worries. Good to be here.
First of all, how are preparations going for your campaign? You'll be leaving Australia in the next week or so to get ready to compete. How's it all going?
Yeah, it's going really well. About 2 weeks till we disappear off to Cardiff for a pre-games camp. It's the first time that the Paralympic team has got all sports into the same venue for a pre-games camp. So we're basically taking over Cardiff, I think, with all nearly 300 of us there. So yeah, it's going really well at the moment. Good to be home in Adelaide as well for a couple of weeks at a time, which is nice. And then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you did mention to me just before that you've got a bit of a cold. It's kept you out of the pool for a couple of weeks. Are you the only one that's affected, or has it been like our workplace here, it goes around within minutes? How are you guys going with it?
Yeah, no, definitely not a couple of weeks, a couple of days, a couple of weeks. I think I'd be in a bit of trouble, but it does seem to be going around through the swimming pool as well at the moment. But not too many of our guys that are going away, luckily. So yeah.
Now, there's been 4 years since you've competed at a Games. How are you feeling about going into this event? Do you feel confident you'll come home with some bling this year, or how are you feling about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely exciting to be going to my third Games. That's the most important thing for me, is the fact that I've got the opportunity to go and look, it's an amazing opportunity for me personally to have the chance to win 3 gold medals in a row in the 100 freestyle and 200 IM, and the likes of that hasn't been done by a male swimmer at all, Olympics or Paralympics at the moment. Obviously, the Kazuke Kudajima has a chance in the 100 breaststroke, and also Phelps in the 200 fly. So it's going to be a huge opportunity for me to have that, and it's exciting.
And how do you feel about all the controversy around Lissle Jones? Personally, I don't like to critique anyone's body shape who's going to, swim faster than I can probably walk or run. But do you feel like it was just completely wrong of the media to focus on her body shape?
Well, unfortunately, that's the media in any world that we live in at the moment. Is that, look, it's free speech and they can do what they want, but I definitely don't agree with the timing. I think that's the biggest issue, is the fact that, look, she's going out there to swim the one of the biggest races of her life, and 2 days beforehand having to deal with this. So I think there definitely could have been a bit of better timing, and obviously it's not something that she should really have to be worrying about. Everyone's different. Everyone's a different body shape. Liesl has obviously always been a little bit different. To be a breaststroker, you do have to be a little bit different to start off with. So yeah, definitely not something that she has to deal with. But look, she's been a great stalwart for our Australian swim team for a number of years. 4th Olympics, something that hasn't been done before by a swimmer. So I think hats off to Liesl, and let's hope she can swim fast.
With your own preparations, obviously, you work just as hard as an able-bodied athlete would do. You are sometimes faster in the pool than some of our able-bodied athletes. Do you think one day there'll ever be events where the two will be combined and we'll see just who is the best in the pool?
I can't ever, for practical reasons, see the Olympics and Paralympics being combined. I think for a start, a 4-week multi-sport festival will probably be a little bit long for everybody. But look, we stand for different things, I guess, as well. We stand for a little bit more than what the Olympics means. The Olympics is stronger, faster, etc., and further. And the Paralympics is about all of those things, but also overcoming adversity, and the stories really underline what the Paralympics is about. Even for me, one of the biggest motivators for me is going away and learning the stories of what these people and teammates have been through, and what's changed their lives and what's pushed them towards what they've done as well. And there can be some extremely strong stories, even just from this state. We've got some amazing athletes that really aren't known. Grace Bowman, I'm not sure if anybody saw the Road to London documentary on ABC, but what she went through as an equestrian rider, to lose her mother in a horse accident, to break her spine in a horse accident, and then come back, and really have the nerve or the audacity to get back on a horse and to want to do what she does is amazing, I think. And Jade Dont, one of our swimmers as well, from Adelaide as well, to meningococcal between year 7 and year 8, to lose both his legs and half of his hand virtually overnight, and to deal with that and move past that, and to decide they want to do something great with their lives and inspire people and push themselves, is something that I think is inspiring, and something that I really enjoy being around. It's that atmosphere and those stories.
Who would you pick out as the person who inspires you the most within the Australian Paralympic team?
That's very, very, very hard to do. Everyone's got amazing stories. Everyone's done some amazing things. Some have done some fantastic things. I think some of the more amazing things is a couple of our guys has obviously swum the English Channel. Kurt Fernley tracked the Kokoda Trail on his hands. So some of the things that these guys do are absolutely amazing. It'd be too hard to put one above another.
Who do you think, we're going back to the Olympics now, who do you think is a definite to come home with a medal in the swim team?
From our guys, I think we've got a few very, very good chances. But in terms of overall gold medal potential, I think this could possibly be one of our shallower Olympics in terms of numbers. So, look, world swimming is very, very strong at the moment, and we really are going to be pushing very hard. I think the 4x200 freestyle girls have a very good chance to win. I think that's probably our most likely gold medal at the moment. Outside of obviously that 100 free with two of the top ranked guys in Australia at the moment. So I think out between those two, I think are definitely as close as we can possibly get to certainties at the moment. But obviously we've gone through a bit of a transition as well, and we've got a lot of younger guys coming up through our team that haven't been to a games before even. So you're going to see a lot of younger guys. We've got some real outside smokers, at least in Pickett, young girl that's sort of come along and going to be the next Lissle Jones, has got a chance to definitely make the final and possibly push for a medal in that 100 breaststroke. And we've got some really good young swimmers coming through. David McKean, who won the 400 freestyle at our trials, Thomas Fraser Holmes, all these guys that are lesser names at the moment, I think could really make a big mark in London.
Well, just finally, how many medals is Matt Cowdrey going to come home with this year?
It'll be interesting. Things have definitely changed in the last 4 years. Obviously, the Paralympic sports are always getting more competitive and more people involved in it. So we'll see what happens. I can't control anything else besides what I do and how I train and how I perform. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be happy swimming as fast as I possibly can, swimming PBs, and that's all I can control. But look, to have the opportunity to become Australia's greatest ever Paralympian is huge, and to think that that's within reach with 3 gold medals would be fantastic, and something I would have never dreamed of getting into the sport or getting into swimming ever. So fingers crossed we can be around that mark, but who knows.
Is there any award you haven't won to do with swimming? I mean, do you have an OBE? Did I read that somewhere?
OAM, yeah.
OAM, yeah. Sorry, OAM, yeah.
Order of the British Empire is a little bit harder these days. But,
OAM, that's not OBE.
Yeah, no, look, I've been lucky and I've really enjoyed myself through my whole career. I guess it's going on nearly 10 years that I've been on the team now. So a decade goes pretty quickly, and I definitely feel like I've grown up within the swimming world as well. So look, it's an exciting prospect for me to be nearing probably the end of where I'm going to be swimming. I'd definitely like to go to another Com Games in 2 years' time, and then we'll see what happens with Rio. But there's so many things outside of swimming as well for me, and I've been lucky enough to be working with the Department of Foreign Affairs in Canberra, which has been really exciting, and I'm looking forward to moving my life in different directions as well.